Make sure the Instagram straight.
Hold
Hey, how
over
you
here real
doing,
quick to check it.
Hey, how you doing, folks? Chris Harris here. Another episode of Buck Sweet Sports Podcast, presented to you by 810 Studios. Once again, we're coming to you live via Facebook Live, Instagram, and uh, tonight on the old Buck Sweet Sports YouTube page. So we're all on YouTube Live. So appreciate everyone joining us this evening. We were going to try to get on on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it these days, but fortunately couldn't do so. But we are coming to you live via on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. So appreciate everyone joining us tonight. Our Friday night recap. Going to break down these playoff results from Friday night round two action. A lot of great games. A couple of big upsets, some surprises out west. Currently, man, I got Coach Brandon Graham with me. Hopefully, we can
Brandon
get the
Maynard.
other. I keep on saying Graham.
That's my brother though. That's my brother though. I'll take that.
Oh man, Brandon Maynard with me. Uh, Union coach. Going to be breaking down these matchups. Hopefully, everyone else could join in with us. We got I was like I said, I was just thinking about Coach Graham, man, because he's trying to get on. So, matter of fact, I done spoke him up. It's been a long time, but we got Coach Dre Graham with us this evening, man. Coach, how you doing?
Doing well, man. Doing well. Trying to survive out here in this cold world.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
coach.
Appreciate you. Appreciate
Yo.
y'all taking the time to join us today. Like I said, man, we're live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Going to break down these round two matchups for our coverage teams, man. Once again, shout out to 810 Studios for sponsoring this video. If you haven't done so already, man, swing by 810 Studios. Check out all the great content. Um, give them a like, share, follow. Uh, Everyone listening in, man, please feel free to like the video, share the video, engage with us, comment. This is why we do the live video, so we could chat it up with y'all. Shout out your school, shout out your players if you're a parent. Um, and any questions or anything, any topics you guys want us to kind of run through, man, please feel free to let us know. Real quick, man. Let me see. Oh, I lost Coach Graham. Hopefully he'll get back in here real quick. But like I said, man, we just want to make sure everybody could hear us and everything, see us good over there. Let me checking the Instagram. I see Instagram's up. Everything's running good over there. Like I said, man, we're gonna be breaking down these round two matchups, and like I said, we're still playing around with this system. Like I said, we wanted to have a way to go live on multiple platforms, so we could, like I said, all us old folks use Facebook, but we wanted to reach out to everybody else on, people out there that just maybe use Instagram, and those who don't use neither and try to get us on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube Live, it's going to be on the old Buck Sweet Sports podcast page. There is a link on my Instagram, so that should lead you to the YouTube, and I'll put it down here in the ticker too when I get a chance. But I just want to make sure that everything was going good. Let me see here. Make sure it's good on YouTube too. All right, we'll go ahead and get this started, man. Like I said, man, it was a couple surprises Friday night, man. And before we get into our games, man, we got to talk about the big one that happened out west. And our very own coach, Brandon Maynard, he called it. He called it a couple weeks ago when saying what happened with the defending 2A champs, Reedsville, falling in the second round matchup to East Rutherford. Hey, Brandon Maynard called it. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get Coach Graham back in here real quick. Hey, Coach, you good? Can you hear me?
Y'all can see me? I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with my camera. It started tweaking out.
Hey, yeah, like I said, man, the system was a It's a little funny sometimes. But I was just talking about the big time upset out west. I know we don't normally focus too much out west, but we had having Reedsville fall in the second round to East Rutherford. And like I said, man, Coach Brandon Maynard called it. I want to say right there about when we started to talk about the playoff football about 2 weeks ago. He called it.
Yeah, I ain't expect to lie. When I seen the score, my eyes were huge.
I mean, I had a fit, and to the people who said something to me on Facebook about this tight, the number one tight end in the nation. Yes, the kid is a stud. He's going to be excellent at the next level. There's no doubt about it. But I got a friend over there I'm not going to name that has been to a number of those Reedsville games before he came back. He said that Reedsville was firing on all cylinders. He said it kind of reminded him of the 2015 Panthers when, we lost a lot of receivers and Cam Newton was spreading the ball around to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like when you bring somebody like that good that's back and you just trying to force the ball to him, you're creating mistakes and like I said, no slight to that young man. He's gonna be a stud at the next level too. Ain't no doubt about it. But I felt it brewing because when you try to force the ball to a playmaker and it's just not working, and you're just continuing to try to do it, it's not gonna end well for you, regardless of how good your team is. Um, I just felt like Reesville wasn't gonna make it past the second round trying to force the ball to their best player. I mean, you should have kept spreading the ball around to the guys that were because during the season before he came back, you were blowing people out easily
Mm-hmm.
because they didn't know where the ball was going to go. But so shout out to who's it? Randolph, East Randolph that beat him.
East Randolph.
I thought
Yeah,
Rutherford.
East Rutherford. Yeah, East Rutherford. My bad.
East Rutherford. Yeah. Shout out to them for going in there and taking down a Titan, a giant.
I thought Keandre played both ways though.
I think they were using them most. I think they were using them mostly on offense. So this year, I know they said they like I said they were having issues stopping their run up front. So I have to look more. Like I said, I'm just going off of what some of the stuff I've been seeing online of some of what their fans were saying after the game. But
I mean,
like I said, man, any given Friday night.
Yeah, I would say, especially the way it's been looking this year, boy. Been a lot of upsets.
Oh yeah. Like I said, folks, man, if y'all watching, man, please feel free to like the video, share the video, comment. Like I said, shout out your school, shout out your your players. If you're a parent, like I said, comment on whatever comments y'all got going on. Anything you guys want us to discuss, talk about, or just hey, let us know. That's why we're doing the live show, man. We want to engage with y'all and all y'all listening to us. Real quick, having some issues with the YouTube, so I don't think the YouTube's going to be up right now. But we are good on Instagram and Facebook Live. So, like I said, continue to chat it up with us over there. Real quick, let me see, man. We'll go ahead and dive into our games for our teams, the results. Pull these up real quick, man. A lot of pull up my scoreboard here. All right, we'll run through the scoreboard real quick, man. We had Lakewood defeating Pamlico County 56-7. Wallace Rose Hill shut out Southwest Edgecombe 43-0. West Craven defeating East Duplin 36-20. James Keenan going on the road defeated Martin County 42-20. Whiteville defeated Farmville Central 63-29. 71st put it on Rocky Mount 56-14. North Duplin defeated East Bladen 35-8. and Pender County defeated Rosewood 56-28. Just looking at that list of games, man. Anything stand out to y'all? I know it's one that, man, I felt bad for our folks out there in Beulahville, man. I was rooting for those guys. I was actually covering that game for the Dukeland Times, so I was really locked in on that one. Man, shout out to West Craven, man. They got a quarterback. I might have mentioned his name last week. His name DJ Davis. Kid's a stud, man. They had a hard time, and their wide receivers were making plays. Had a hard time really defending that spread attack from West Craven, and also had some really untimely turnovers later in the second half. Really controlled the game. I mean, they were ahead at halftime, and like I said, man, you had some turnovers in the second half. West Craven's offense got rolling, and it was just like I said, just too much to come back from, man. But great effort by East Duplin. Sean Davis had a big game. But yeah, just too strong. West Craven just a little bit too strong that night, and so West Craven completes the season sweep on East Duplin, man. I felt bad for those guys, man. I really like those guys out there. There's room for them. Shout out to Ryan Sutherland, that entire broadcast team they got out there. They've been really supportive of the podcast. Very hospitable. You say really showed Brandon Maynard a good time when he went out there. But yeah, that was one that I think that's pretty much the only one that I picked wrong last week. Everything else was pretty much about what I expected looking at our teams. But any of those games stand out to you guys?
East Bladen game. I didn't see it being that far in points, but shout out to North Duplin. There ain't but one player I like over there anyway, and that's Mr. Carroll. The rest of them,
I kind of like I said, I called it last week, man. Like I said, no slight to East Bladen, but I felt like they said, man, we can sit up here and talk about stopping number 21, and that's Mr. Carell Phillips. We can sit up here and talk about it all day. Doing is another story, man. And I saw one highlight, man, where he just really, like I said, he's got track speed, man. I know if he's not really getting any offers in football, I know someone's got to be looking at him for track, man. He's got great speed, great acceleration, a really long stride. I mean, he's just really smooth with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we can sit there and talk about stopping him. We can talk about it all day. Doing it on the field is another thing, and unfortunately, East Bladen wasn't wasn't able to contain him. But I mean, that's pretty much kind of what it went pretty much how I figured it would go. But like I said, no slight to East Bladen. East Bladen had a great season. They got a great group of athletes over there, great coaching staff, a great program overall, and they'll be back in it, man. Like I said, we don't know how all this stuff is going to run next year with the realignment, but yeah, East Bladen will always be in the conversation, man. Just too many athletes over there, too good of coaching, and too much tradition.
Right.
I know it's not on the list, on our list, Coach, but you said you were at that Scotland Terry Sanford game.
Yeah, bro. If y'all would have went to that game, y'all would have generally thought that the refs were cheating for Terry Sanford. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I thought the refs had the over on point scores because it was one play where Scotland they caught a touchdown, but the kid hit the dude in the back and he let go of the ball. Like he caught the ball maybe like 1 or 2 steps. DB hit him. He let go of the ball. They called it incomplete, no touchdown. So then we're getting into the nitty gritty in the fourth quarter. Terry Sanford throw a ball. The dude catch it. The DB pushes him. He catches it. Going out of bounds, falls, let go of the ball. He doesn't hold it all the way through possession. They called it a catch. I was sitting there like, if y'all call that a catch, y'all got to call the other one a touchdown. So it was just like so many controversial calls. But in my opinion, the beginning of the game, I thought Scotland was going to beat them by like 40 because Scotland scored in 2 plays on their first drive. 2 plays. And then I think they got to stop. And then it was just back and forth. The But the way it looked in the first quarter, it looked like it was going to be a back and forth game. I was like, oh, this might be a blowout. But Scotland started shooting themselves in the foot a little bit, and Terry Sanford, quarterback, I forgot his name, but oh my God, talk about a dual threat. He was the problem for Scotland the whole game. There were plays where like I could even call it out, like they're 3rd and long. I was like, QB draw, they'll go 5 wide, QB just run up the middle. I was like, bro, when in doubt, let the quarterback get the ball. I said, it's not. I said, when it comes to situations like that, you got to understand, they're going to get their best player the ball. Even when I went to watch 71st first playoff game, I knew some of their plays just by situations. Who the best player on the field? Number 11. Who should get the ball in the most critical downs? Number 11. So it was just like, it was a shootout. It shouldn't have been a shootout. And then what disappointed me the most about Terry Sanford is, how is J. Cole an alumni? Y'all didn't play no J. Cole in the pregame. That should be about 400 points. I said, that's why y'all lost. Because if y'all had the spirit of J. Cole, y'all probably won. But
I know that name right there. That's crazy, but how you gonna have pregame music playing? And you don't play no J. Cole.
Right.
And Terry Sanford, come on now.
But no J. Cole. I was like,
that's crazy.
This school again. But it was a good game overall. Given the rest were kind of like sketchy, but all I know is them 2 receivers from Scotland. Yeah, they were putting them DBs through hell. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. It was, bro, and it was like the OC was calling a perfect game. He had some miscues, but he called a perfect game for the most part because one of their receivers caught the ball. I don't know if y'all ever remember, but that one catch Travis Hunter caught, it was like the touchdown when the DB was literally choke holding him in the touchdown. Caught the ball just like that, right? I think it was like right before the half. Oh God, but boy, without a close one. They scored. They kicked the game-winning field goal, the end of the game. Game-winning field goal because Terry Sanford went down, and they got Scotland with a smooth trick play, reversed it. They thought he was gonna go in, popped it all right over their head, touchdown, passing touchdown. I was like, oh my God. But yeah, it was a banger for sure. I'm so glad I chose to go to that game because I was gonna go to Roseville versus Pinecrest, but I was like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't waste my money.
Right.
They blew them boys out. And out next week, I'm gonna be at the Roseville versus Richmond. Hopefully, I ain't wasting my money.
Well, I'm gonna be at that Wallace JK game Friday night.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be that's must see TV right there, man. You know, if the first matchup didn't live up to the hype, I'm pretty sure the second one's definitely going to. They said standing room only in the Dog Pound this Friday night, but we'll get to that. Man, I wanted to wait to see if Brandon was going to be able to join us before I started talking about Lakewood. So I'll skip over the Lakewood Pamlico game for now, and we'll go. Speaking of them Bulldogs, we'll go ahead and talk about the Wallace defeating Southwest Edgecombe 43-0. Basically, they did exactly what they need to do, man. Wallace, like I said, coming into this last half of the season has been playing some of the best football. In the state, regardless of the classification, man. It's like after that North Lenoir upset, they got it. They got their heads right, and like I said, they've been playing some extremely some good. And like I said, and they got healthy. So that offensive line been playing outstanding. That the defense, which I don't think a lot of people are talking about enough, has played outstanding. And like I said, Friday night, man, they handled business. I'm saying, took care of those miscues that plagued them last Friday. Last Friday they had a lot of turnovers. Looks like they took care of the ball this Friday night. Like I said, defense pitched a shutout. Looking at this, I was looking at the stats, man. Pretty much a committee approach, man. They were hitting them from all angles. It wasn't just Urban Brown and Bubba Lamb hitting them, but it seemed like a little bit of everybody got involved, and they handled business. Like I said about that Southwest Edgecombe team, they're up and down, man. And like I said, they're listening to their fans talk about them. You know, you just didn't know which team was going to show up. And unfortunately for Southwest Edgecombe, the bad version showed up apparently. So Wallace handled business, defeating them, shutting them out. So any comments? Any Wallace fans in the chat? Any comments as far as you guys' performance Friday night? Anything you guys want to talk about as far as Wallace Rose Hill Bulldogs go?
They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Told you,
7,
man.
8.
Everybody was carrying the ball Friday night.
Bruh, they had 8 people touch the ball in the backfield Friday night.
It was
I
committee.
mean, yeah, 62 yards. One had 37, 24. Urban Brown had 80, 34, 21. I mean, and then the quarterback had 2 passing touchdowns as well. So on just 5 or 6 passing for 93 yards. So it was kind of like a warm-up game, it seemed like.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing catch.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, that's pretty much.
I do
pretty
got
short.
Oh, you go ahead, Chris.
Oh no! I was gonna say that, man. It was pretty much short and sweet. You know, Wallace being Wallace, they doing what they do best, handling business in the playoffs, winning at home, and like I said, man, they didn't fall for the trap. Like I said, I talked about the trap as far as looking ahead. You know, to a potential rematch with James Keenan. Like I said, they kept their eyes in front of them, handled business. Now we get gifted that big time matchup.
Boy, that's something different. I don't know if
Anything
we're
else
gonna.
on? What's up?
I said I didn't know if we were going to talk about the James Keenan Martin County game.
Yeah, that's what I was about to go into. That's why I didn't know if you had anything else on Wallace
Oh
and
no,
James
I'm
Keenan.
good.
I mean Wallace and
Mm-mm.
Wallace and Southwest Edgecombe. Same thing with James Keenan, man. We talked about, you know, not looking ahead, you know, to Wallace or a potential rematch with Wallace. They handled business Friday night, man. Went on the road, played a Martin County team, which, you know, I heard a lot of different mixed reviews about, like we talked about last week. I know a lot of people had North Johnston defeating them in the first round, and you know they came out and played a good game. But looks like James Keenan really went down there and handled business. Somebody in the chat was talking about Todd Morrissey's one-handed interception, which I saw the video. If you haven't seen the video of that, scroll down a little bit, check that video out, man. I ain't know Todd had them hands like that, man. Snatched that thing with one hand and ran it back. But I mean, this is just James Keenan. James Keenan being James Keenan, man. They, like I said, do not sit up there and look at that 12 seed next to their name and think you got a pushover. Like I said, that team's been pretty much rolling on all cylinders outside of three quarters versus Wallace Rose Hill in the season finale, man. That team has played some excellent football. So, like I said, they're just grinding out. Look, now they get rewarded. They get that rematch. And this is what everybody wanted to see. But like I said, that result didn't surprise me, man. We all picked James Keenan last week. So, hold on. I think we got Brandon. We got Brandon coming in here. Hey, BB, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
And JK had a new rusher in the backfield. Looks like not only is he catching interceptions, but he's taking handoffs. Cedo, number 15, David Zalila, had 20 rushes for 127 yards and had 2 touchdowns that game. Yeah, Tyquise take back a kickoff return.
Hold on. Hey, BB, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
yeah, I got you, man. I just want to make sure you was good.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Brand, do you have anything else stat wise as far as JK?
Um, they didn't put the defensive. I really wanted to see what Hassan had on defense, but I don't think they entered the defensive stats. I mean, Ty had an interception. Samarion Smith had an interception, and Keyshawn Murray had an interception, which is a sophomore they brought up from JV.
Mm.
Hey,
And 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 Tyquise ran one back, of course. We knew that.
Austin Brinkley said something in the chat, man. That one thing that we've been talking about a lot lately, man. Mighty hard to beat a team twice, especially a good team.
Yeah, in the
Yes,
same
sir.
season, man. That's a tough job.
Yeah. No, for real though, because Scotland lost to Union Pines in the regular season, and they beat them in the playoffs.
Yes.
Hey, Magic's trying to get in, man. If y'all lose me, I'll be right back. I'm gonna try to help him get in here.
Yes, please, man. We need the Magic man up here, man. It's been too friendly lately, man. We need somebody to cause some ruckus, some chaos.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me see if I can get him in here.
I mean,
And
as much as I love JK, they still have to go back to the pound.
and what and somebody in the chat correct me if I'm off, man. But has it really been over 10 years since James Keenan's won a game in the dog pound?
10 years.
10 years. Woo. So they itching. They itching for it, man. But like I said, man, that if we go back to the last game, and I know we kind of getting ahead of ourselves because I know we probably want to save some of this for the actual the weekly show, but man, like that they got it together in the fourth quarter, but it was just too late. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
They started playing a lot better in the fourth quarter. And of course,
actually,
you think about that first drive, the first drive of the game, like you score
that was a touchdown.
You score points there. It's a different. It's a different. We having a different conversation right now.
That was a touchdown. He caught that ball.
Hey, look, all streaks are, all that stuff is, meant to end at some point. All right, it's been 10 years. I mean, someone's got to give, right?
Tom Morrissey said, "Watch."
Uh-oh.
Tom Morrissey said, "Hey, I ain't doubting you, my guy. I ain't doubting you."
Hey, Ty got them hands, man.
We seen it.
And he went up there. He snatched the thing with one hand. Soon as they posted, as soon as I saw that video, I said, "Oh yeah, I got to share this."
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not doubting you, my guy. I know y'all can go in there and get it done.
Austin Brinkley said 2012 was the last time. I guess the last time they won in Ed Wallace. That's crazy.
Hey, it's always a great time.
Oh yeah. Hey. Look, I'm expecting standing. I'm expecting standing room only, man. It's going that play, and it's Thanksgiving week, so you got folks from out of town that's going to be there. You got alumni coming back home, man. That's going to be
a banger.
That's going to be a must see TV, man. Definitely can't wait to tune in on that.
Zenith Bailey, I was right there at the pylon when Cito caught that ball. I watched the ball go right into his hands, and they called it incomplete. And the ref was right beside me looking at it. That's crazy. It was that was crazy to me, bro. I was like, if that's not a catch, then I must be polka dotted.
Boy, these refs will have you questioning your football knowledge.
I promise you.
For real. Oh man. Let me see. Like I said, we don't want to get into it too much. We said we gotta save some for the show Wednesday night, but yeah, it's definitely gonna be a lot to talk about in regards to James Keenan Wallace, man. Have y'all seen how many shares and stuff that the game post already got?
Yes, sir.
Like I said,
Ticket go.
soon as I drop this, they're gonna be all on this.
Tickets go on pre-sale tomorrow.
Dang.
They got,
Like,
yeah, I think
Hey, hey,
I want to say that one post got like 120 shares already. Like that's
sheesh.
the talk of Duplin County right now, man. It's it ain't even talking about Thanksgiving, Black Friday sales, none of that, man. They thought, hey, Wallace James Keenan round 2. What's going down, man?
I agree
Looking
with
forward to.
Zenas.
Someone say got to go out west and get some referees.
Absolutely.
Oh man, yeah, them tickets selling out. If you try to wait and get them and get them at the gate, you're gonna be watching from the parking lot.
Yeah, better go online.
Hey, but once again, man, shout out everyone in the chat. Like I said, engaging with us. Feel free to comment, share the video. Everybody listen to us on Instagram, man. I know I gotta flip back and forth to Instagram and see what they saying over there. But yeah, appreciate everyone listening in with us, man. We're just breaking down these going through these playoff recap from Friday night and anything else that pops up. But like I said, man, it's hard. It's hard to talk about. Like I said, that's the main topic of discussion, I think, in this area right now, man. We got a lot of great other football games going on, but man, when you got James Keenan versus Wallace, man, it's just someone said have the game at East Duplin, a neutral field. I don't know how that would go down. I mean, I would have to disagree with that because Wallace won. They won their games. They won the conference championship. They deserve to get that home. You play for that home field advantage, so they
Right.
earned it. So I don't think it would be fair to take that away from them. I think we got BB back, man. Hey, B, any luck with Magic? Or is he back?
It looks froze.
Yeah, he probably. I think he might.
Yo, I'm here.
Uh,
I was helping Magic, then I popped over to Instagram real quick to see if there was any action over there. But yeah, I think Magic's still working on it. I think he just sent me something else, so we might be getting somewhere. Give me just a minute.
Cool. While we're waiting on that, man, we'll go ahead and swing to our next recap. Real quick. Pull it up. Whiteville defeated Farmville Central 63-29. Like I said, man, nothing surprising there. I think we all picked Whiteville. Whiteville, like I said, outside of that one James King, they've been playing outstanding football. Really good football team. Very well put together. We talked about Will Fisher. Outstanding playmaker. Those running backs they got out there. I was checking out some of the film from the game, man. And I mentioned his name. I mentioned his name last week. Dante Falk, number 58, defensive lineman. If you want to watch, and matter of fact, when I get a chance, I'll post his film in the chat here. And that's like a quality defensive lineman right there, man. That kid, not only does he have size, but he plays with great leverage, fires off the ball, great hands, just great technique. You'll see on the film, if you check out his film from Friday night, I believe he forced a safety. Like I said, he's just a kid that, every time, even when they played Clinton last season, stood out to me on film, man. And like I said, Michael Pittman, Michael Pittman in the chat. I guess he Whiteville fan. Yeah, number 58. 58 a dog, man. But yeah, nothing surprising there, man. Whiteville, I feel like they're definitely a team that could definitely be in the Eastern Championship as far as two-way goes. Like I said, outstanding team, outstanding coaches. Like I said, they just handling business, man. Nothing surprising with that final score there. Any comments? Anybody else got comments on Whiteville?
Will Fisher, 2 interceptions, 2 receiving touchdowns, and a fumble recovery. That's all I got to say about that.
Oof.
My guy is a stud
Oh.
out there
All over the field.
Everywhere.
with a 3.8 GPA.
Whew. Love a student athlete.
Right. Hey, quick question. Any of y'all had an issue trying to log in and it tell you that that you denied mic access?
Does he have headphones?
That's what I told him. I told him if he's using anything external, it ain't gonna work. I know mine won't let me use my stuff. So that's why I told him to try that. But he's further than he's been, but it's telling him he's denied the mic access, so it won't let him go no further than that. We'll keep working on it.
Other than that, man, Coach Price has got them boys fine-tuned over there in Whiteville.
Oh yeah. My bad, real quick, man. I was just trying to find get this post this film in the chat real quick. But like I said, man, they're definitely one of a team. Like I said, I would not be surprised if they're right there that final game in the Eastern Championship game, opportunity to advance the state. Real quick, there you go.
Yeah, I actually the 4 I thought Northeastern is still in, Whiteville's still in, and JK still in. Who else I have up there? I had Wallace, but I didn't know they were gonna put Wallace and JK together, so that eliminates my 4th pick.
Oh
For
yeah,
2A.
I think like I said, I talked about Northeastern, in our first episode when we talked about teams that were, favored to, and we think would be, in the Final Four there. And like I said, there's nothing they're doing that surprised me, man. I watched that team last year. They could have easily, went to the state championship last year. They were extremely young. They're playing great. So you saw what they did to Green Central this week. Like, and we watched that same group, that same Green Central team just manhandled Midway the week before, and Northeastern ran through them like it wasn't none. And like I said, that's just a really talented football team, and they got a great coach. I talked about Antonio Moore, their coach up there. He's had them constantly in the conversation. Year in and year out, they're in the conversation. So that's one of my picks in the Eastern Championship. On the other side, like I said, it could be Wallace, it could be James Keenan, it could be Whiteville. One of those 3, I feel. But that's as far as 2A East goes. That's my predictions there.
Absolutely.
Mr. Mobile said Kinston's playing some good football right now. I guess that's a good segue to let people know, man. If you haven't paid attention to the post, we had some teams drop out. Say East Duplin is eliminated, East Blaine is eliminated. So we wanted to add a couple more teams from the area on the eastern side. So Kinston's one of those teams. We're going to be covering Cape Fear and Scotland County. Those we'll be talking about those. We'll be covering those games this week as well. But yeah, Kinston's playing some really good football. Kinston's a dangerous team. passing attack. Those athletes they got out there, they've been playing. They played some really good football this season. We talk about Wallace and James Keenan. Both those games, Kinston's they had opportunity to to win those games. So Kinston's been right in the conversation all season long. And they got an outstanding wide receiver, Tyreek Copper. Had a huge game this Friday night. Last Friday night, I think he had like 188 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. So yeah, they're playing some really good. They're playing some really good football right now.
Hey, Chris, when you get a second, take a peek at the private chat. You too.
I was just about to answer you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, I don't mind.
I got to run in my mouth, man.
No, you good. You good.
No worries here.
Cool deal.
Y'all have at it, but real quick. So we talked about. We just got done talking about Whiteville. Any more comments on Whiteville?
Go Pack, go.
Whiteville doing what Whiteville do.
Simple as that.
I mean, what can you say? They lace your cleats a little tighter. Show up to play some headbanging football. I mean, whew.
And you got to say it right. It's Wyville. It's not Whiteville.
Oh, my bad. Wyville.
Wyville.
Oh.
You can't go to Whiteville and be like, "Hey, how's Whiteville doing?" No, it's Wyville.
Wow, that is.
Wyville.
Hey,
gotta have that draw. Wow.
Yeah, you got that little bit of twang draw to it.
Wow.
Once again, man, appreciate everyone that's listening in. Please feel free to comment, like, share the video. Our next game, those boys out of 71st. Once again, just another team handling, just standing on business. Defeating Rocky Mount, a good Rocky Mountain team, 56-14. Like I said, I ain't really got to speak too much on City. I told you what it is, man. That team is it's on a revenge tour, and they ain't nobody. Like I said, no disrespect to Cape Fear or Jacksonville or Scotland or Havelock or anybody. All these great programs in the 3A East. 71st is different. 71st is different.
And there's something, not to cut you off, but there's seen in them, and I seen it on film, and it was one thing that I was so scared that I was like, they put it together, it's gonna be bad for any team. And they was missing a deep threat receiver, and they got that at number 14. When I went to their game, was it the first? I want to say the first playoff game, Crow Time, and I'm sitting there and they're letting DeAndre Nance air it out. I said, "Oh my gosh, this is the part that y'all didn't want them to put together." Now they got just something simple to ease up the run. Because I mean, regardless, even with them losing to Hickory, they still ran over like 200 plus yards on Hickory. Like Hickory couldn't stop the run, but now I'm not gonna say they was one dimensional because they still passed it, but now they're more like to this thing. I can say I ain't gonna say pass first, but they're starting to let DeAndre use that arm and let him escape the pocket. Oh my gosh! And boy, he threw some balls against Croton, whatever school it was called, but God have mercy. And now they got a receiver in number 14. I said, yeah, I don't see nobody keeping up with them this year. I don't.
Hey, we don't. And now we talked about number 14 a time or two, ain't we?
You can't not talk about him.
Like SP Junior. Junior.
You can't not talk about
like, you see his pops. You see what his pops said in the comments.
Be red.
See that red.
SP the ghost. SP the 14. SP to the house.
Right. I mean, kids are simply impressive, though. I mean,
when we played at Purnell Slip, all I could really tell my DBs was just don't get it to where he catches the ball and he's looking at you face to face. That's all I said. I was like, I can't do nothing for y'all because God have mercy. I said, that's all I had. God have, I was like, first of all, the line got it to go block for him, but he was that missing. That's how I feel. Like, yeah, DeAndre can throw the ball. He's not a bad throw the ball, but now he gotta even though they got Jatavius with it, he's a good solid receiver. But now they got a guy that looks the part. And as a DB, I tell my guys, hey, you step the wrong way, and that guy get even with you, he leaving. And I got that kind of guy to stretch the field. Yeah, it's over with. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
You got to worry about it for a couple more years, don't you?
You feel me?
Oh yeah, he's 10th grader.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's same age as my son, man.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I feel bad for that area. Just that area in general.
All the coaches in whatever conference they end up in with this realignment, they gonna be ready for that boy to graduate.
Yes.
The coaches, you know how the coaches talk pregame. They're like, they dang, 14 still here.
I'm like, dang, can we see something besides red? Like
man, when that boy gonna graduate, man.
For
look,
real.
hey, look. I know we all done been through that, man. We all know there's a player, minutes on a rival team that we love that game, but dang, we be ready for them to graduate.
Right.
I'm tired of you killing my boys, man. I'm tired.
How I feel.
You can't even put in a dime package or cover 6 or anything because they got the running backs and a quarterback that can take off too.
Oh my God!
Look, and see, and that team plays as a unit, man. Everybody's doing their job. And so when you got players that have the skill level like PJ and a couple of other wide receivers and backs they got, and you got kids that are actually blocking, actually going downfield and doing work with them. Like, what can you do? Like, they're playing the whole game of football, bro. They're playing the whole game of football, not just what they want to do. They're playing the whole game of football. Like, strap up.
It's not fair.
That's why I say, man, when it comes to
For real though,
when it comes to 71st, hey, look, each week you know who I'm picking. Like,
oh yeah,
till it gets to that state championship game, I don't see anybody touching them, man. And even then, like I said, just them getting back, I feel like it's just gonna be just that. It's just on a different level. And no disrespect to defending champion Hickory, they're playing good ball out there. Dudley's playing some. Dudley's defense is ridiculous right now, man. They through 12 games, their defense has only allowed I want to say 13 or 15 points through 12 games. Like that mess is ridiculous. But 71st they on a mission. And when it comes to that 3A, man, like I said, hands down, I'm picking them every week.
Yeah. We've talked about, several teams, several games this year, and several teams that, we've noticed you got kids that are, playing their spot. You know what I'm saying? Like they drew a circle on the field and said, this is where you're supposed to be, and they don't go nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? You got blockers and stuff that are blocking, just beyond the line of scrimmage or whatever, and then it's a free for all. It's hard to go against a team where everybody is playing their full role. Well, everybody understands what the mission is, and everybody's putting in work. Everybody's going that extra mile. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got guys on the line that want the touchdown just as bad as the man with the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're playing the whole time, bro. When you have teams that gel like that and got that figured out, and everybody's willing to go yard every time, like, welcome to football. And that's what 71st doing. They playing football. And you going to stand in front of them. Well, you better be ready every single play. Every single play, everybody better do their job. If they find a hole, they're going to expose you. They're going to find that weak link. They're going to work it. You better not handle it.
Sean was saying big DJ number 9 is ridiculous. That's Donovan
Frederick.
Donovan Frederick. I won't say make sure I got his name right.
I've
they got it.
Hacker.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
Oh my gosh! Like if y'all could see it in person, though, I seen it on the sideline where he is running through offensive alignment and bending. Like it looked like the offensive alignment helmets are touching the back of their ankles. Like that's what it like. Sometimes it look like he goes untouched. And I just be like, how do you even want to go against something like? I wouldn't even want to play like that. Would be like me as a player and the coach. I wouldn't even be mad if my player be like, yeah, coach, I think I pulled something this week. Just this week. I'll be good next week, but this week, nah, man. I remember. Oh my gosh, bro. He blitzed us, and I felt bad for our quarterback. Like our quarterback came to the sideline. I was like, he was like, Coach, the O-line not blocking. I was like, can they even block him? You got number 50. So he's gonna come on block, brother. So you better crank up your Lamar Jackson and try to get out of that pocket.
For real.
I don't know what to tell you. And then I remember they got up on us. They put him at edge, the end. Oh my gosh. It was like TJ Watt, Myles Garrett. I was like, that's not fair. That's not fair. I said, that's not fair at all. Oh my gosh. I was like, how fair is that? Like, what kind of, I don't know what he eat. Maybe it might be steroids with some milk, but that's a strong man with a credit score right there. What I say?
You said that man be putting creatine in his cornflakes.
He doing something. I need that regimen. God.
Real.
Yeah, man. Just a talented football team, man. And definitely enjoying checking them out and talking about them over the next couple weeks. Moving on, next game. Another team playing some good football right now, man. Pender County defeated Rosewood 56-28. Like I said, man, that 1A bracket, they're doing work. Just like I said, that's just a really solid running game. And like I said, we talk enough about Jeremiah Johnson, man. He's gonna do his thing regardless. But you definitely see other guys being mentioned and stepping up, and I'm glad that Brandon, brought some of those guys' names to our attention. One of them being Damari. I don't want to say his name wrong, man. Let me pull it up.
Damari Morgan.
Damari Morgan, yeah, number 13. There's some other kids. I want to pull up their stats real quick, but I mean, just a solid all around, rushing attack. That they're just hitting on all cylinders right now. They're playing some good football, and they defeated a solid Rosewood team pretty soundly, and they got Gates County coming up this Friday night. I feel like it's going to be business as usual for them. I'm looking forward to a potential matchup with them and Tarboro, man. I know Tarborough's that beast of the East, without question. Jeff Craddock and that Tarboro T is legendary. But I'm eager to see a Pender County team that's playing some really good football. That's going to be a good matchup. If that happens, of course, you gotta handle business Friday night. But I like the style of ball that Pender's playing right now. They're playing with a lot of confidence, and like I said, Friday night, what happened Friday night, definitely. Like I said, I picked them. Don't surprise me. Like I said, they're gonna keep on doing their thing. But if anybody else got any comments on Pender County, man, I want to pull up some of these stats real quick.
They didn't post the stats for the Rosewood game. Yeah. They didn't. I jumped on it when you said Pender, and all it's showing is like the recap and the score tracker. I don't see no stats. But yeah, man, Pender. Last year Pender started out hot like they did this year, and then they fizzled down when they started meeting really like better teams. But it seems like they Coach Eames out there in Pender County has gotten his team together, and they really ain't.
I already know what you laughing at, and he ain't lying.
Hold on.
No, I'm laughing at I'm like you comment on the screen there.
Yeah,
Oh, you talking about Sean? Yeah,
Yeah, the Tarboro secretly a 3A school.
yeah. Bro, been running the 1A for how long?
bro,
Like,
forever,
like,
forever.
Well, look, man. No disrespect to Tarboro, because Tarboro, they got a ton of tradition, ton of great players, and like I said,
mm-hmm.
Jeff Craddock he's one of the legends. But let's remember, Tarboro wasn't really getting off in 1A until James Keenan and Wallace moved up to 2A.
Right.
I want to see what Turbo could do in 2A because I know that it's probably like
Well,
three or four.
they've won. They've won in 2A before back. They had it back when Todd Gurley. They won, I think, 1 or 2 or 3 in a row. But when they went down to 1A, they weren't making it to the state championship because they would run into James Keenan or they would run into Wallace, and they would have them an L there. Because I want to say it was like between
Mount Airy.
Between 2013 and like 2000,
Yeah.
maybe 16, it was either Wallace or James Keenan going to the state championship in 1A. Well, it was.
Well, now,
I think it was like 1AA back then, but
yeah, but now,
I mean, like I said,
Mount Airy runs 1A.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, but now with the new shakeup, Mount Airy's going to 3A. So how's that? You see what I'm saying?
It's gonna be. I'm ready to. I know we a little bit off topic, but I'm ready to see what that looks like. I want to see what that looks like, what the conferences are going to look like, and just where teams are going to fall, because you can kind of look and see where okay, if this team's 3A, then they're going to run the 3A West or whatever, and this team's this team's going to run in the East. So I'm ready to see how that thing how that looks, man. As a Clinton fan, I'm trying to get away from Shelby and Reedsville.
Right.
I don't want to be in the bracket. I don't want to be in the classification with it no more, man. If it wasn't for Shelby and Reedsville, we would have 2 more state championships hanging in the stadium. So I'm ready to get away from them, man.
hey, Chris, and they still haven't updated the overall stats for Pender County either, because number 5 still has 2,119 yards for 36 touchdowns.
Yeah, because I want to say in the last playoff, the Chatham Central playoff game, he had like 6 touchdowns. He had like 6 touchdowns and over 230 yards. So yeah, I don't think he got updated yet. But,
and they do have. I mean, they got 2 players with over 300 yards and 2 with over 200 yards, and they got 3 with over 100 yards rushing.
Yeah, I want to say they got 5 solid guys that at any time they can carry the ball, which that's great to have, because injuries happen, guys get shaken up for a play or two, so it's good that they can reach into that bag like that. And so, like I said, I mean, number 5 is going to be your focus, but they definitely got some other guys that can carry that rock.
Oh, for sure.
All right, so any other comments on Pender?
71 rushing touchdowns as a team is ridiculous.
That's insane.
That's ridiculous. I just got to throw that out there. Shout out to that offensive line at Pender County. Y'all need to take them guys to Longhorns or something.
You need to take them to Ruth Chris.
71 rushing touchdowns as a team, and you ain't done playing yet? Come on, my guy.
Well, that just when you say that, Brandon, man, it takes me back to that Wallace Rose Hill game, man. You remember it was 0-0 right there before half. All you had to do was, we'll try to hand it off to 5 a couple times, see if he breaks, and if not, we'll go to the halftime tied at 0. But they dropped back and passed. I'm like, what are you doing? threw a pick six, and that just changed the entire dynamic of the game. So wait, when you talk about how well they do rushing, I'm just in my head like, Coach. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. Why?
Hey, run it,
Man,
coaching. That's all you got to do
look.
is run the ball, my guy.
You feel me? Who cares if they know it's coming? The question is, can they stop the run?
Stop it, right?
That's the thing about it. Everybody knows majority of the time 5 is gonna get the ball.
5 gonna still get the
They still can't stop him.
Still can't stop him, my guy. He is built just like Mike Tolbert, dude, and he's probably faster than he is too.
That's what I'm saying. For his size, it's surprising. Once he gets going, that's like I said, he gets into the second level, and he gets into up against some DBs, some smaller DBs. Them corners, man, they be making business decisions. Like, do I really
Do you want
want
to end your football career?
Do I want to be on this man's highlight film?
Oof.
Better let the receiver block you.
Look, I told you, man, he's got that same body frame as like a kid we had at Clinton a couple years ago, man, Jalen Smith, where Jalen was a big kid, fullback, and he was surprisingly fast for his size. And once he got going, you did not want to be in his way. And I remember, and I got to pick on my Wallace folks real quick, man. It was a game against Wallace. Man, he got to the second level, head over for DB. And I'm pretty sure right now that young man is still underneath the turf and underneath the grass there at Dark Horse Stadium, because Jalen he just put him in the dirt, man. It was bad. So yeah,
you know who else body frame? Nick Cooper. He makes Nick Cooper look like a baby. That's how big this kid is. He makes Nick Cooper look like a DB. Like, seriously.
Hey, that's my boy right Cooper, there, man.
Yes, shout out to Nick. Hey, that's no side to you, my guy. You know I'm cool with you, but dude is huge. Dude is big in person. I would not tackle him. I'd act like I tripped or something.
A cramp. A convenient cramp. Cramp. Got pulled up.
That's what I do. I used to fall and just swing at the ankles. I tried, coach. He too fast. The receiver blocked me in the back. I try my best. Can't do it. I'm 165 to 225. Nah, brother. I don't even bench 225. Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna let you stop me, and just gonna have to look on film and get mad. But nah, I'm not risking my life for that. Nah.
Dude, this kid probably benches 225 with one hand.
No, see, nah, I'm good. And that
he definitely it's definitely a big boy, man. But
a grown man.
Lord.
Shout out to Mr. Jeremiah Johnson and the entire Pender County football team, man. Y'all keep on doing what y'all doing, man. Looking forward to talking about y'all a little bit more this coming up week as y'all get ready to take on Gates County. Our next game, man. We wanted to wait for Brandon to talk about this because who better to talk about it? But Lakewood's 56-7 victory over
Pamlico
County Hurricanes. Brandon, I know you were there, locked in. Man, go ahead and elaborate on what you saw from those Lakewood Leopards Friday night.
I'm just gonna say, man, a hurricane ain't nothing compared to a leopard NATO. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you.
Get that trending. Leopard NATO. Get it trending.
Leopard NATO. Y'all hashtag that. Get it rocking. Leopard NATO. Because that's what happened, bro. Like, it was just a storm of leopards. Dude, super impressive game. We definitely had some refs that liked the flags. It wasn't super bad. It was it was definitely down the middle. They just like to call what they see, you know what I'm saying? But we just played ball. We didn't have a lot of mistakes. We weren't goofing off. You didn't see a lot of guys out there in the fields. Like, everybody just showed up to play some good football, and that's what we did. We had kids step up that were brought up from JV and played. Just all out good performance by the Leopards. they were able just to perform. Our defense has been stellar this year. All year, our defense is just. I mean, we've had a few issues, but for the most part, our defense holds it down every game. And same. You know, Friday night, those guys were locked in. They were doing their jobs. They were playing ball. I mean, we're known for it. Y'all probably seen it. You know, and I think I seen it typed in the paper a time or two when people were giving assessments about Lakewood. Lakewood is known for their gang tackling. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the ball, there's a whole host of leopards on the way. You know what I'm saying? It ain't one or two people coming for the ball. Like, you got half the team coming. I love it. You know what I'm saying? That means we're paying attention. We know where the ball's at. You know, that's been consistent with us throughout the season. Nothing changed Friday night. A lot of our guys that have been out and unhealthy are back. Some of them did not play because some of them just got cleared. So they were still on the sideline, but they were dressed and ready. Fortunately, we were in a position where, you know, we didn't have to risk it. We could still save those guys and hold out for this coming Friday. We had freshman in there running the ball a little bit for us. He got his first touchdown there on I believe it was his first touchdown on varsity. Donovan Smith. That's the brother to Dontavius Smith, our number 11. He stepped up, came in, got some time behind, you know, toting that rock. He was doing his little thing, man. He was right prayer. Came straight to me after the game, let me know. He's like, "Hey man, I got my one touchdown." I was like, "Yes, sir." You know what I'm saying? Super proud of that kid. You know, he's got a long time there at Lakewood. So for him to be able to step up and perform, for him to be able to step up and perform, you know, on the varsity field already, you know what I'm saying? That's going to be a big up for him for next year. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them guys, we had a couple of younger guys playing that linebacker that were freshmen that, you know, did good, performed well. I mean, just like I said, just an all around awesome performance. Reed really settled in. He did his work back there at quarterback. I mean, we had several guys running the ball. Nakai show out as always, you know what I'm saying? Nakai Owens, our number 5. I mean, when we've needed him this year to step up, he's stepped up in a big way every time. You had Deshaun out there doing his thing as usual. I mean, it was just a long night, but it was a good night, man. I do want to say we did have an injury out there for Pamlico. We had a kid down on the field, you know, for quite some time while we had to wait on an ambo. We did get word back that that kid is okay. So y'all just keep that kid in your prayers. You know, continue to pray for him. Like I said, we did hear word that he's good to go, but you know what I'm saying? Anytime something like that happens, that's scary. Both, you know, mentally. I mean, it could take a toll on you. So keep that kid in your prayers too. Definitely want to see him back playing ball next year. I want to give a shout out to the coach as well. While that young man was down on the field and coach realized that it was something that could be serious, all of our guys were on one knee. He called them all over to just a few feet from where that guy was. And that whole team prayed for that kid right there. So shout out to our coach and our Lakewood Leopards, our coaches and our Lakewood Leopard team players, man. That's big of y'all. That's super impressive, more impressive than anything y'all could have ever done on that field. For y'all to stop and take the time to pray over that young man like that, I mean, that speaks volumes about who you guys are. And I love y'all for it. Y'all made my heart warm. Y'all warmed that whole stadium. As cold as it was, man, y'all warmed that whole stadium. So shout out on the sportsmanship and the love that you guys continue to show and put out, you know, to these other teams and other players this season. Y'all never cease to amaze me with that. We had I seen Big Cam last night. He was getting turned up out there. I was watching him throw some chops, put some nice spin moves on them guys. He was consistently in the backfield. I think he was feeling that offer he got, man. He showed up, fueled up, ready to go. He was he was putting on a show for us. So shout out Big Cam. Shout out Chris. Chris Carr was back. He was handling the ball, doing his thing, of course. Always count on it. Devin. I've said something about DJ several times this year as a lineman. So glad he's going to be with us next year, man. Because the kid's stepping up, showing out every game. He's consistent with it. He's locked in. Glad to see it. We had CJ back as well. He got in. He got some time toting that rock as well. So it was good to see CJ back. The Leopards is getting healthy, man, and we're getting it together. I'm super proud of how everything looks and what the future might hold here.
Oh yeah, hey, all great stuff, man, and I guess I got to piggyback off what you were saying, man. Y'all are getting healthy. We've been talking about it all year. We were talking about all year, man. The injuries that you guys had to deal with, that not being able to see this team in 100%, like we talked about it even going back to the summer and the springtime. What y'all have returning, what y'all got coaching wise, that this was going to be a really good football team. Unfortunately, like I said, y'all dealt with the injuries and just a number of different things this season. Yet, still thriving. You know what I'm saying? Still finding a way to get it done. And now all them pieces starting to come back together.
Yes, sir.
Man, that, like I said, it's something to see. And man, just we talked about the same thing with Pender, man. When I'm talking about just a committee approach, man, you don't know who's gonna hit you on the next play. It could be Nikai Owens, it could be Chris Carr, it could be Calvin Lacewell, it could be Reed Ammons. Y'all. It's just everyone. It could be Deshaun Carr. Everyone's stepping up. Everyone's making plays, and it's just it's a committee thing, man. You get one. It's freaking Oprah out there, man. So, like I said, man, and like I said, we'll talk about it more this coming week. But I'm high on Lakewood. I believe they definitely pull off the upset this coming Friday night. But real quick, man, I didn't want to interrupt you while you were talking, but man, we got the Magic Man back in here. We finally got him in. We was having having a bunch of technical difficulties, and I looked up and I saw the notification. I said, "Hold up!" I was like, "Oh, we got him in here." Yeah. Magic, what's going on, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm glad to be back with y'all boys. You know what I'm saying? I had to wipe the dust off a little bit. Pat my eyes dry. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm in here. You know what I'm saying? I had to get somebody else's phone, but I'm in here.
Hey, we glad you're here, big dog.
What's going on?
Hey, look, I was telling the fellas, man. I was like, look, man, we've been too friendly in here, man. We need some cake. We need some chaos. We need somebody to say something off the wall, man. We need Magic.
But look,
back.
I can't say nothing off the wall because I got to go with everybody y'all going with. Seems like everybody I'm thinking about winning is out here losing.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, man, we need you to make a bold. You got to make a bold prediction on one of these games.
I'm gonna make one.
But now we happy to have you back, man.
Glad. Sorry about that.
First time it seemed like forever now. Coach Dre, he had to take a phone call real quick. The first time we got the whole crew back together for a show in I don't know how long, man. So I'm glad to see it and glad y'all were able to take the time to
out here on these dinosaur months.
Yeah, felt like we was missing something. Glad to hear your voice, Magic. Glad you're back, big dog.
Hey, I be trying to get in and out on the comments up there. You know what I'm saying? But the comments ain't the same. I was about to start just speaking into the comments so y'all could hear it. So somebody had to tap and play and listen to it.
There you go. Oh shoot. Hey, I did want to say something. I forgot to mention and I saw his name in the comment about 2-3 times down there. But Josiah Brunson the other night, man, he had a receiver touchdown pretty early in the game. That dude also caught a punt. He returned it for a touchdown. It got called back. Somebody was holding way back off the play, but hey, hey,
Hey,
that
don't y'all
kid's just
hate
an
that?
athlete in general. But
I,
I want to give him his props on that because he was out there doing that. Call back or not, he did that thing. Like,
hey, that need to be a rule change, man. If it's a hold call and it's on the opposite side of the field, ain't got nothing to do with the play. Just leave it alone, man. That's the most annoying, like mess I've like. And it always happens on. You see it so much on special teams, man. Guy
oh
runs
yeah,
just a great punt back. You gonna call a hold on this guy on the whole opposite side of the field? Ain't affect the play in no way. But
hey,
carry on, man. I just hate to see. I hate when great plays get wiped off the board because of BS like that.
right, and hey, he even got in on some defense and was doing his thing. Somebody just threw that in the comments. I didn't even think about that. I'll be thinking about him a
Yes.
whole lot when I think about the defense, but he's had to step up and play on the defensive side too. So I mean, he's been doing his thing, and
Yeah,
I mean,
he had 6 tackles the last game. Solos.
oh, did they put it up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, they told me they won't put nothing up, so I ain't even look.
Oh yeah, I gotta
Yeah,
check it out. I gotta check it out.
yeah, they told me they won't sticking nothing else up, but that's what's up, man. But yeah, look, y'all read all these comments, man. Hey, the truth is in there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, these boys is coming up all the way around. You know what I'm
Telling you,
saying?
man,
I
just
mean,
Well,
so many different kids, man, just stepping up and making plays, and I mean, that's what you need to. Like I said, that's what you need to, win these playoff games, like because from now on, man, we're in the third round of playoffs now. They're you know, there- it's number of good teams left, man. You don't accidentally trip. You don't trip and fall and land in the third round. If you practicing on Thanksgiving, you're a good football team. So
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
it's nothing but good, So it's gonna be it's gonna be some good games coming up here, and
I think
you
those
need to play.
boys are locked
You
in.
need to play.
I think they're
Oh,
locked
they
in. They're
definitely
feeling
locked in.
good. The boys are coming back. You know what I'm saying? You got the ones that's been through it this year as far as injuries and other things that you know what I'm saying are there. They're coming back. They're on the sideline. They're in the uniforms if they're not on the field yet. You know what I'm saying? And when that thing starts to happen, it starts to feel good. It starts to build the energy back in that team. Is they're like, oh yeah, like yeah, we about to have we about to be 100% back to A squad. So they all feeling that, they riding that, and I think they've also realized right now that you know what I'm saying. Just like I was talking about the other day, it comes down to how bad you're gonna want it, and I think they finally all decided how bad they want it. It's the third round. It's eat or be eaten. You know what I'm saying? And I think my liver's about to eat.
I hope so.
Yes, sir.
Hey yo, y'all good, man? I'm trying to plug my laptop in, man. My battery was going dead.
Yep, 33 back. Aiden. We got Kesey back, number 4. He was a starting corner at the beginning of the season. He went down, I think, the game before Aiden went out. He's back. Yeah. So, I mean, like I said,
Talked about this about 2 weeks ago. Lakewood has had the plug and play all year long. And coach made the best of what he had, through all those games. And now you're getting to 100% and you're deep in the playoffs. That's dangerous because now you can keep your guys fresh all night because now you trust the guys that's been in these plug and play situations. You can go out there and just keep a fresh pair of legs out there, and this other team is tired.
yeah.
So,
And
uh,
we've had a lot of guys step up in non-typical positions too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's crazy, man, to see the amount of effort that these coaches and these boys have put in, and just man, like the growth of them as a whole is insane. I mean, it's insane, and we just getting started. You know what I'm saying? This coaching staff right here. It's their first year together. You know what I'm saying? It's their first year with these kids. I mean, man, I'm excited what's to come.
scared what's come.
Oh
Well, I'm
yeah,
trying to tell you.
but
So in other words, Brandon, y'all out here saying like y'all when y'all step off the bus, you know what I'm saying? Y'all standing on 100% business. So more likely, y'all probably like y'all hype music is probably like beep beep. Who got the keys to the Jeep? Huh?
Mm.
Yes, sir.
That's how y'all doing it, huh? Okay. I see y'all. I see y'all. So in other words, it's a funeral arrangement every time y'all step off the bus.
Hey, I'm saying it's a possibility. Them boys play like they played these last couple of games. Yes, sir. They're gonna be a force that's hard to stop. I mean, they bought in, they work their butts off, and they playing for it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
They're playing for it. I mean,
that's all.
I
I've been
just I just hate
That's
y'all have
all.
to go back down to North Duplin. I hate
Yeah,
that.
yeah. That's one of them. You know what I'm saying? That's one of them. I guess you know what I'm saying. Everything is close and horseshoes and hand grenades, and then they want to put you over there. They want to put you over there over there in North Duplin area. So you know, but hey,
yeah.
all well ends well. You know what I'm saying? So you just
That's
tell
right.
them. You just tell them you much rather be on the visitor side than the funeral side.
That's right. Hey, look, we've been there. We met in North Duplin. You know what I'm saying? We all knew it was a good chance that North Duplin pulled this game out. I mean, they've been doing it all year. I mean, so strategically, I was actually hoping to face North Duplin because, as we've said many times on here before, it's hard to beat a good team twice in the same season. I
Right.
mean, it's hard to do. Well, we were that good team that they beat. You know, we
Yeah.
faced a little adversity in that game. We got shook up early when our quarterback got took out, and it took our boys some time to put it back together. But when they started putting it together, you seen what was happening. We were walking that thing back down.
Right.
So I'm looking at it like we get a good call game. We can play a mistake free game. These boys don't get in their fields. They settle down and they just play some good hungry football. Like that's our game.
Hey, all you
That's
hoping
our ball
for,
game.
all you hoping for, Brandon, is for them to step on your feet like old buddy stepped on Mike Tyson's feet,
Step
and y'all
on
can
my
slap him
toes you
straight in
want
the,
to.
so you can slap him straight in the mouth. You
Hey,
know,
at the coin toss.
right there,
Uh,
huh? Bam, bam, just like that. He stepped on my foot though, huh?
hey, hey, I just know what these boys is capable of. I hope they realize what they're capable of. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
hey, as long as y'all playing that ball that comes from Sampson County, hey, I'm gonna root for you every time. You know what I'm saying? Even though you don't like my squad, but I'll root for you every time.
hey, I love your boys. I just can't do that blue M.
Yeah, I got you, man. Hey, we ain't gotta get, hey, man, we in basketball right now, bro. We in basketball right now.
Hey, I know that's right, but y'all gonna do your thing there too, no doubt.
I hope so.
But
I
I
hope so.
mean, I'm just wondering, how they gonna handle things at North Duplin, being that it's the playoff time. I'm wondering if things are gonna be more scrupulous than they were before. Because I mean, some of the stuff that we were dealing with down there, and no teams have to deal with. I mean, when you got a chain gang calling plays from your sideline for the team that you're playing, like that's insane, man.
Right.
Like something should be done about that. Like something's
Well,
got to
see,
stop that.
I feel like that. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if Chris and Brandon feel the same way, but I feel like, you know how when they do all these bowl games for like college, like you should bring two from a certain area, two more from a different area. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
you shouldn't keep it within that county. Like you shouldn't grab them guys that are normally doing games through like Duplin County or Sampson County. You know what I'm saying? Like mix them up,
yeah.
But
cause everybody know
real
everybody.
quick, but real quick, Magic. What he was saying though, that wasn't a referee doing that. That was a member of
Oh,
the
chain
chain
gang.
gang.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's something right there that needs to be. There's no place, you know,
For that.
like I said,
Yeah.
man. We there's no place in the game for that, man. It's we're big on. I mean, I know everyone teams want to win. You want to do good, this, that, and third, but I mean, you got to protect the integrity of the
The
game,
player
and
and yeah, for
there's
sure.
no place for that. So hopefully, someone's definitely watching that because I mean, I've heard you guys, so tell me about what y'all witnessed, and
Yeah.
definitely
Not just
definitely not
us.
something. That's definitely not something you want to see. So hopefully someone's watching that, or someone's aware of what happened last time and they're actually watching that. And as far as referees go, I'm like I said, I agree with Magic. Yeah, normally hopefully for playoff games, you try to bring in a crew that's has zero ties to whatever whatever region you're playing in, so there's no conflict of interest or
Right.
stuff like that going on. But yeah, as far as chain gang members, calling out, doing sneaky stuff like that on the sideline, man. There's no place for that. So hopefully Friday night someone's on top of that.
And the crazy thing, Chris, the crazy thing is, me and BB didn't even notice it till someone else pointed it out to us. Making hand signals, shaking the flag this way, shaking his leg left, or shaking his leg right, or pushing the flag forward, or putting it to the side.
You know what plays they were running.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
So
yeah, he was calling offensive plays, and he was giving them some suggestions on defense as well. But I mean, my man was calling the offense. So you're hearing our defensive coaches telling, what I'm saying, our team that the ball's coming this way or that way. I'm gonna tell you something. We got a great defensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? We got our DC. He's been in the game a long time. How come Brandon had to look at me and say, how come he's called almost no plays in the right direction this whole game? And I was like, what? I was like, you got to be kidding me. I was like, we got one of the best, DCs in the game. Like, I mean, he been around a long time. I was like, he's on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it was right after that conversation, somebody came up and was like, watch him. They got him on video. You know what I'm saying? They got it on video. I mean, there's video proof of it. And I was like, bro, so you standing right here, hearing what our guys are saying, and then you making a hand gesture or motion or whatever and changing up what y'all about to do because you hear our coaching. Like, that ain't cool, man. I'll never forget that Buckethead, though. I'll never forget it.
for that ref.
Yeah, or that ref. He liked me, boy.
You see, you ran out the stadium.
Yeah, he wanted to be my friend. He was trying to run out there and get my Snapchat, I believe.
Bruh. Crazy times. Crazy. Hey, now look, I'm not gonna be there. Hey, Chris, I might have to go to the Lakewood North Dukeland game. I might have to go out there with him.
Hey, look, I done called a speech. Somebody done let me know that it's the day after Thanksgiving, and I have to be good.
You gotta be thankful that we're still playing past Thanksgiving. Now, come on, be thankful.
Hey, I'm gonna behave, but I'm gonna follow that chain gang all night. Let them start this stuff. I'm going live. Promise you. I'll go live and follow them all night. I'll walk with them all night.
If you get there, what time's kickoff? 7?
7 o'clock.
All right. Well, look, if you get there at 3:45, 4 o'clock, and just be standing there just holding all the chains in your hand, then you say, I got my own chain gang.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because some of these games, they be looking for them up until the kickoff. I'm like,
hey, they ain't got to look for them. They show up with the team.
Cause Brandon, you already know if it's anything like with that middle school game we was at when we went to Lakewood, it took them every bit of 45 minutes to find a chain game.
Oh, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that.
I said, man, the game supposed to start at 4 o'clock. Here it is, 4:55.
And they probably won't but 18 people at the game. So
right.
Middle school games, man, I hate that. They start at 4 o'clock. People can't make it out there.
Nah, can't do that. Don't let your son score about 3 touchdowns. You done missed them all. He done mad with you sitting on the bench already drinking Gatorade.
Right. Right.
Oh man, but real quick, since we are on the topic of North Dukeland, man, we'll go ahead and recap their score from Friday night, 35-8 victory over East Bladen. Pretty much like I had said before, man. I said no slight to East Bladen, man. I felt like just 21, man. Carell Phillips, he's the guy to watch, man. I feel like if you can't stop him, that's and we, like I said, we can sit here and talk about it. You know, hey, stop 21. That that don't mean it's gonna happen. It's easier said than done. And I think I'll speak more of it when we talk about, break down the Lakewood North Duplin matchup. But I feel like in order to defeat them, you're not gonna totally stop that kid, man. But try to contain him, and make someone else beat you. Because offensively, I've watched them several times this year, and it's not really much that nothing really to write home about. You know what I'm saying? The 21 is he's their big play kid, man. He's the
For
guy.
sure.
So if you could just try to contain him and
I know how to beat
else
them.
beat you, you definitely have a chance. And then, like I said, I feel like there's like we saw in late in the game with y'all the first time, and we saw it against Hopton. There are some, if you can find a good matchup in that secondary, and Reed throws a good ball. I feel like it's definitely some matchups you could take advantage of, because we saw what Reggie Thompson did. But like I said, that as far as East Bladen goes, I kind of felt they would have some issues trying to contain 21, and he did his thing, and But like I said, I wanted to see this. I wanted to see this match, just like James Keenan and Wiles Rose Hill. I wanted to see this rematch.
Yes.
And I feel like this is a different Lakewood team, a healthier Lakewood team, with a more confident quarterback. Like I said, man, Reed kind of got thrown out there, in the midst of the game. Freshman, took him a while to settle in. Once he settled in, played a lot better, and he's grown a ton since then. So, like I said, I feel really good about Lakewood this coming week. But like I said, I will elaborate on that more later on this week. But
yeah, Reed has stepped every way but down, man. Telling you, he has stepped every way but down.
North Duplin runs the same offense as Northmore, the team that Union played in the first round. The exact same offense they run at North Duplin. The second half, when we came out, we loaded the box. I only had two linebackers right on the outside side shoulder of the defensive tackle. They barely got the ball up the middle at all. That inside veer, that counter move that they love at North Duplin,
Yeah.
ain't do nothing with that. It was mainly outside because we had a guy outside that kept over pursuing. We kept telling him, but he kept doing it anyway. So they kept beating
Yeah.
us on the outside. So if y'all can load the box, two linebackers, and get you two stand-up ends that can contain the outside or push that blocker in to make him go back in or make him bounce way further back in the backfield to go outside, you can contain Mr. Carroll, but
Babe,
you're not going
please
to
don't
stop
hurt.
him. You're not going to stop him.
Right.
That's the thing.
They
You're not going to
stopping
stop the
that, man.
kid.
Nah. Everybody struggled with that kid this whole season. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I pointed that out on the last show. Like that kid, I mean, he's a triple threat for real. I mean, the kid's got speed. He's got some elusiveness,
It's
and he's
still
got
vision.
enough power to meet up with you and don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you right now, if somebody ain't looking, they better open their eyes, because they missing the gym in that one. I
I'm
have to
thinking
give credit where credit is due.
Yeah, somebody's got to be looking at that kid. I mean, it's like I say, he's a junior, so maybe it's gonna pick up this winter going into the spring. But if no one's looking at him football wise, somebody's got to be looking at him in track and field, because
For real.
the kid, his like I talked about it earlier in the show, man. But yeah, I mean, extremely talented young man.
Hey, if I'm a coach, I want him.
For real.
I mean,
For real.
I'll take it. I mean, kid's got a nice long stride on him. He gets room to stretch them legs. I mean, hey, call it a night. But one good thing about it is our defense has been pretty solid this year, And you know, so
Hey,
when we
look,
get up there, we get to that point. You know, I feel confident that our boys have what it takes to take care of business. They just gotta have it in their mind and go out there and do it.
well,
Yeah,
I
I
got to
mean,
speak on y'all. I got to speak on y'all defensive front real quick because y'all got the ultimate compliment.
Uh-oh.
Listening to the game a little bit Friday night while I was waiting for the East Duke and West Craven one to start. Listen to like just a little bit of pregame because the Clan's radio crew was covering y'all, and one of Clan's radio crew announcers is Coach Jeff Saville. Played he was our defensive coordinator for years, man. A defensive guru. I mean, and he spoke very highly of y'all defensive front four because he's watched y'all several times this season. So when you got Jeff Saville giving you compliments on you're the real deal defensively. So I think that's going to be a key to Friday night, man. Exactly. That defensive line getting up there causing some chaos, maybe hopefully forcing a couple broken plays, but just anything to interrupt, the flow and maybe throw 21 off a little bit. But yeah, man, y'all got Jeff Saville complimenting your D line, so
Yo, that's awesome.
y'all got some dogs up there, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey man, them boys will work their butts off this year. I made a joke the other day. I don't know how close to being true it is. But I was like, how our defense got more touchdowns than our offense? Like,
mhm.
but no, it ain't like that. But I mean, we have right many defensive touchdowns. I know, or at least defensive plays that resulted in a touchdown rather quickly. Um, Look, Anthony in there said Killer Cam. Yeah, man, he was getting busy Friday night, boy.
And Magic ever pay up those
And
tacos?
Magic, man, you got a question on the screen, man.
Man, I just looked at that, and of course it would be Anthony Goodman to talk about some tacos right now. You know what I'm saying? Like when he's not coaching, he is a chef. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't never got him on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? He's always putting like some of them lean cuisine meals up there. It'd be like it's like a 10. I don't know, but my man be in there dicing and whipping. You know what I'm saying? So I got him, Anthony. Don't worry about it. I got him, bro. I got him.
Hey,
Don't worry about
hey,
it.
hey. All that's forgiven, man. You know, Midway had a great season, and I don't hold that against them that night, man. They lost two good players, and I know it was hard to play that game without Big John Williams, man. You
Yeah.
know, he's an anchor for that team. So
Mhm.
uh his 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 tacos are forgiven. His
Yeah.
tacos are forgiven.
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you. But I would
we
still
got we
give you
got we
some
got
tacos, bro. It just be the
we got
mini ones.
taco. What they
It
say?
just
What they call
be the
it?
mini ones.
Taco depth forgiveness.
Yeah,
Taco
yeah,
debt forgiveness.
yeah, something like that. But I will get you some tacos, but it be like the mini ones, like them little about this size.
Mm. No.
Cause you say you a big boy, so I can get you about 30 of them. You know what I'm saying? They're about 75 cents a piece.
Whew. I want now. I told you I wanted some of them authentics.
Oh,
I want some of them.
ho.
I want some of I want some of wifey's tacos that
All
she be
right,
cooking and
well,
posting.
look, I got you, cause I owe Brandon something too. So how about this? I take the double B. I take the double B's to a date.
Oh, you
Hey,
better
I'll
do
pull.
your hair.
Hey,
You
I'll
better
Hey,
do
it's
pull
your
up,
done right
hair.
boy.
now, boy. Hey, that thing done
I
right
pull
now,
up.
boy. Look, that thing clean.
Yes, sir.
Thanks to my
I
wife.
pull up.
Sorry, she just heard me.
I pull up. I pull up for them tacos.
I know that's right.
Never lie.
Hey, look, man, we forgot, man. We got to shout him out on the show here, man. Coach Brandon Maynard's birthday, man. We got everybody in the chat wish him a happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Big
baby.
Happy birthday,
I
Brandon.
appreciate it, man.
Look, man,
First of
you supposed
all,
to be tore up. You supposed to be tore up right now. What's going on?
hey, look, man. I'm gonna tell you like I told everybody else. I done all that when I was my early teenagers, when I was running the road when I was young, 13, 14, 15. Um but for real, I just want to thank God for still allowing me to be here, still be a
Oh yes,
father to
sir.
my
Yes, sir.
to my daughters and
That's it.
um me being 38 now, I'm just getting into a new era of my life where I want to do something. I want to change kids' lives. I've lived a good life. I've seen a good part of the world being in the military, and being able to coach up under Coach Oates and him mentor me, and being able to teach kids not only how to be a good athlete, good football player, basketball player, but great young men and women in life, not just in sports. That's a blessing within itself. I'd like to thank my family for always having my back. And of course, Chris, I appreciate you bringing me on the show to be a co-host. I love it. I love being on the show and doing things and talking about football, high school football, and looking forward to basketball season. Now I'm coaching. I'm helping Coach Oates coach the Lady Spartans basketball team, and we got home games Monday and Tuesday. Come out and support Union Spartans and all three teams. And like I said, real quick, I know y'all probably tired. I have a lot of tickets left. I don't know if y'all can see that. Got a lot of tickets, 50-50 tickets. They're $10 a piece for our booster club. We're trying to do a lot of good things for our teams this year. Camps and uh, team bonding. A bunch of camaraderie stuff, team building, and we got a lot of stuff ahead of us. And like I said, man, 38. I didn't know I looked this good at 38, but
All right, man. Look, I was going to piggyback on that, and you got carried away. But
Yeah, until you start talking about how he look, man. Like, ooh.
right. Nah, B, I want to say, man, happy birthday, big dog. But we kind of got to know each other. We talked a little bit at some of these games and even on the phone. And man, you truly are a blessed man. You've been able to do a lot and see a lot of things. Thank you for recognizing, what I'm saying, what you got and your life experiences, your ability to give back to our youth. I really appreciate that, man. And I'm blessed to know you, big dog. So glad to be able to call you my brother.
appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that.
For real.
That's for sure.
Hey, so before we move to close out, man. Anybody got anything else you want to discuss real quick?
Yo.
I appreciate the chat. I appreciate the chat for the birthday wishes too, man. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all in the chat.
Hey, look, this ain't got nothing to do with football or Sampson County basketball or North Dublin basketball. Or just Dublin County basketball in general. But Brandon Blackwell and Chris Harris, how about them Devils? Y'all hey, them boys looking good, ain't they?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
once again, man, I appreciate everyone joining us tonight, man. I want to thank A10 Studios for sponsoring this video. Be sure to give them a like, share the screen.
My man already ready to close the page out. I ain't even got warm yet, baby. I ain't even got warm yet. My thermostat ain't even halfway in the middle yet.
Look, I'll just say I ain't never seen nothing good about them.
What?
I don't like. You said how good they look. I don't like them.
What you mean, boy? What you mean, boy? You mean?
Hey, look.
You should buy everything dark blue now. I'm talking about dark blue curtains. I mean, it don't matter. Dark blue seat covers. It don't matter.
I got some dark blue dark blue pants. That's about it.
Hold the phone, Mr. Steve. I hope you're not a 49er fan. You saw that score today, right?
No, I'm not. I am not a 49er fan.
30. No, man, calling out my Green Bay hat, man. Got Green Bay hat.
Hold on, I ain't see that. Somebody called out your Green Bay hat.
Packers, baby.
Oh man.
Hey, look. Wait. I'm gonna be up here for Cheesehead.
Hey, hold on, Chris, but you gotta tell him who you. Hey, you gotta tell him who you're a real fan of now. Be for real.
I'm over it. What you talking about, man? Magic, you late. Magic, you late, brother.
You can't trade him in. You can't trade him in just like I can't trade them Jets in. But we about to let Aaron Rodgers go tomorrow.
Who can't?
You can't trade cause look, the first time them Panthers have a good season, all I see is Carolina Panther roses and gift cards and envelopes. flags and
Magic,
everything.
Magic. I'm gonna
Yes,
let you
sir.
in. I'm gonna let you know something you don't know about me. All right.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Look, I put up. Look, you. I put up. I was in that toxic relationship for years.
Years.
For years, dog. Like real talk. What made me mad was in 2015 when everybody became Panther fans. I was like, where the hell y'all been at? Y'all, where was y'all at? I was never.
Right.
It was always me. But look, check this out. Look, I can't. I couldn't do it no more, man.
You
And now,
couldn't.
real talk though. My dad, my love for
He a Green
sports
Bay
comes from
fan,
my
right?
dad, right? Big time Green Bay fan. I've always, when the Panthers bow out the playoffs or the season's over with them, I always rooted for Green Bay anyway. And he for years he's been trying to get me. For years he's been trying to get me to be a fan. And I said, Dad, I am a fan. And it's a secondary type thing. So
Yeah, you're
all
part
good.
time.
I moved from secondary to full time.
Oh,
Okay,
okay. Okay.
And look, and for anybody that got any questions about it, like it's not like I just picked. Okay, I'm gonna jump on a bandwagon. I ain't jumping on a bandwagon. Like I said, this is my dad's squad. Like I said, I always felt a little left out anyway, because him and my brother they be going up to Lambeau for the games and stuff like that. So I want to roll with them 1 year. So, but look though, look, I've never seen somebody more happier than when I told my dad, I'm like, I'm rolling with y'all now. That man is happy, man. So I'm happy I was able to, do that for him, man. But I mean,
You gonna get you a game this year?
Look, before it's too cold now. I told him next year. It's too cold now.
Right.
Yeah, like right at the beginning. Don't go now.
Yeah, it got to be in like September, the beginning of September. But
Right.
but yeah,
That's
man.
right,
I
Daniel Hill.
mean,
Yeah, it looks like we need to block some people in the chat.
yeah, for real. Hey, look, man, if you're not a Tar Heel fan, your comment will be getting removed from the chat. Just a heads up.
Oh man. Hey,
Oh, man. And look,
go ahead, Chris.
Now I was just gonna say, man, look, it's getting deeper into that time of year. When it gets close to that Battle of the Blues, we may not be speaking. I'm just it may not be a show that week, man, because it's gonna be some.
Well, what we'll do is during the Battle of the Blues, that's all we'll talk about that week. And then when it comes to like right before the game starts, we'll do that whole, you know what I'm saying, before that game happens. And then everybody have to put their mics on mute. And when they're ready to say something, they just unmute their mic.
You always know when somebody loves pain and misery because they pull for the Wolfpack. Like, I
was looking at it too. I was like, who this Wolfpack fan in here, Lord?
Look, they just love heartache.
Bless them.
Oh, hey, man,
that's like being a Carolina Panther fan.
Hey, I'm Mr. Bradley. Mr. Bradley.
Don't you put that evil on us, Ricky Bobby.
Look, he just tried to use reverse psychology and bring us back together by throwing a Wolfpack comment in there.
That's all it is. He had that, you know what I'm saying? He had that decent player last year that had the vending machines everywhere because I went to a powwow down there and that's all I seen was them vending machines everywhere trying to take my money, bro. Trying to take my money. I thought he was gonna be out there handing them snacks or something. He ain't done nothing. You know what I'm saying? But man,
Mr. Gator getting it from both ways, man.
Bro, he gonna say something to me. He gonna say something to me because he about to say, yeah, but we beat them devil. I know he gonna say that. So I shouldn't even say nothing. Brandon, turn your app off. He gonna say something about us beating the devil. Brandon, turn your app off because he about to say something about him beating the Blue Devils.
Magic. I wasn't gonna say nothing else about Duke, man. I was talking about we got an NC State fan and a Carolina Panther fan in the chat, and we need to pray for him because he getting it from both ways, you know.
I'm gonna get Bradley something for Christmas, man. He be standing beside me on the sideline at these Lakewood games. I'm gonna get him something for Christmas. I know he's tired. Man, I know he's tired of the pain and suffering.
Check on him.
Look, I will.
I know how it feels, man. Because look, I'm a Carolina football fan, and I was a Carolina Panther fan. and it was just like every weekend it was just heartbreak. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, start
That's
pulling
why
for Carolina wrestling team, bro.
I'm glad I can enjoy my Sundays now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Mr. Bradley would be better off pulling for the rugby team they're about to put in Charlotte.
Man.
He might
Man.
get some real aggressive players there because right now you working with a 7th grader at quarterback.
Yeah.
He about
But
110 soaking wet.
look, man, fellas, real quick, man, we're gonna go ahead and close this thing out, man. I
That'll work.
appreciate y'all taking the time to sit up here and chat it up with us, man. Appreciate everyone listening in. Everyone that's been engaging with us in the comments this whole time. Everyone that's been checking us out on Instagram. Please feel free to please like the video, share it. We said shout out to A10 Studios for sponsoring the video. Swing by their page, like, share, check out all the great content over there. Be sure to man, if y'all traveling this holiday week, man, traveling mercy, man. Hope everyone be safe, enjoy the time with your family. Tune in with us, man. We'll want to come in real quick Wednesday. We're not gonna be too long Wednesday because I know all these guys probably got stuff planned with their families and stuff. We'll come up here real quick and break down these matchups coming up this upcoming week. So be on the lookout for that. But if don't get a chance to tell y'all, man, hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving. Show up to these games Friday night, man. Nice and full of turkey and ready to cheer these teams on, man. Once again, gentlemen, man, appreciate y'all taking the time. Shout out everyone in the chat, man. Hope everyone has a great rest of their evening. And Bus Sweet Sports Podcast signing off.
Hey,
Later.
Chris, I got one thing to say before you cut me off. I told you my
Go ahead,
thermostat
go
won't.
ahead,
Hey,
man.
my thermostat won't to the top yet. Let me see. I ain't trying to overheat or nothing, but I'm trying to get it like in the middle. But I got 3 teams that I'm going with right now. 3 teams, and if any of these teams lose, well, if all 3 of them lose, I ain't gonna be back on the podcast. I'm just gonna have the microphone on mute, and it's just gonna be a black screen.
Oh,
I'm going with Lakewood.
The Duke Blue Devils.
Now it's basketball. Lakewood, James Keenan, and 71st. That's the only 3 I'm rolling with.
bet. All love.
That's it.
All love.
That's it.
Appreciate
And then if
that.
anybody get a ring, just send me one for my pinky. I just need one for my pinky. Just the pinky.
Yo.
All right,
See,
man. Once again, man, appreciate y'all fellas, man. Appreciate everyone listening in, man. Y'all have a great night.